Good morning. Happy Friday. This is good morning, Kimmery. It's good to see you. How are you doing? How's Texas? Is it warmer? It's not terrible here. It was 58 when I got up. I thought it was supposed to be colder today, so I'm not sure. Warm and rainy. I know we have rain coming. Yeah, we have rain coming, but it hasn't started here yet. Oh, I'm tired. My back hurts. It was nice sitting outside yesterday for one of my calls. It was really nice to be out in the sunshine. I'm looking for a one of those extenders for my laptop. I found this one. It's a Trio Max. So if anybody that's watching knows anything about them, or another model. Good morning, Vic. How are you doing? Are you still in Texas or are you home? See, James Taylor. I already got tickets. I got tickets to go again this year. I'm so excited in September. So 2 people in the chat, and they're both in Texas. Although Texas is a pretty big state, so yeah, anyway, I was looking, I've looked a couple of times now for an extender for my laptop. Because I could actually go, if I had the extender, it would be easier for me to go sit on the deck or something, and I could work from there. But I really have gotten used to having 2 monitors, so I need to have something. Need to have something else. Did you guys have any questions this morning? After oh, nice. So Vic signed up for Amusement Advantage, which I can give you guys a link for if you want it. But yeah, we can, with that, you can go do some stuff. And it might end up costing you, like I was looking at one the other day, and based on the things that they wanted me to do, it was probably going to cost me a little bit of money. However, if I took, like, if my husband and I went together, or if I took one of the grandkids, for example, it was probably going to cost me a little bit of money. However, the experience, it would not have cost me the entire amount. Um, even for the tickets and stuff like that, I would have, I might have ended up being out of pocket like $20 instead of, $120 or more, if we just decided to go. So that particular one may not be a money maker, so to speak, but it's definitely an experience maker. So at a much reduced cost. So there's that, and all of the things are different. So it was just one that I was looking at because the place. I mean, I've lived in Maryland. I grew up in Maryland, um, and I can't say I've lived here. Well, maybe at this point. So I was gone for a lot of years, but I guess at this point, since I've been back for 12, I might be able to say most of my life, or at least half of my life. I don't know. I'd have to do the math. Um, and you guys know I'm an accountant. I don't do math. I have a calculator for that. I have Excel for that. I mean, that's not entirely true. But yeah, for the most part. Uh, anyway, I've never been to this particular place, so I've always thought, man, it's just too expensive to go. So I could go and have a good time, and take one of the grandkids, or take my husband, and I mean, it was pretty cool. So um, the response that I have received from people watching that video has been pretty good, though. We have another one that talks about driving apps that that's coming up Tuesday. And then we have 2 weeks of interviews with other people. And then I'm going to work on getting Sarah back on and talking about some of the other hustles she's done, because she's done a bunch. Like she's on it about that stuff. So Cha-Ching Chat's membership it's got members now. And then there's my Simplified Accounting membership. So if you need a little extra help, you want some dedicated weekly time, office type hours with me, there really hasn't been any reason for me to record those. It's more like open office hours. If you are in there, you can probably learn something from the questions that do get asked, but it's not something that I want you wasting your time going back and listening to later. So Bobby loves to thrift. Good morning good morning in Ohio. So if anybody has any questions, let's go. Drop them in the chat. Let's get them knocked out. I have an appointment right after this call that was scheduled a while back, so I have to get that done, and then I have a long full day of taxes. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate you. It's nice that, I'm seeing regularly, 5 to 10 people that are watching each morning. So I appreciate those of you that are coming and, supporting this channel, um, and getting your questions answered. Oh, I got a little one watching this morning. Shout out to Evie. Hi, Evie. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Robin says, most commonly forgotten things people do on their taxes. Most commonly forgotten. Um, for regular taxes that are just personal, I'm not really sure. I mean, people tend to not think about, all the things that they get in the mail or their email, or that they just have, it's like, oh, I forgot about that W-2. I forgot about that little job I worked. But usually an accountant or a tax preparer, I don't necessarily find out that they've forgotten these things at tax time. It's after tax time, and at that point I don't really remember. I have already had one tax client that said, and those of you that are my tax clients, I reach out to you. Thank you, Evie. Those that have me, that are my tax clients, and I reach out to you and ask you all kinds of questions if I can think of things that I think you may have forgotten. I will certainly reach out and say, hey, what about this? What about that? For me, I mean, honestly, it gets really old to have to do that when I provide the checklist that apparently I need to do a course on following a checklist. But that's okay. I mean, I will. Uh, I really just, I don't know how to. I need to have, I guess, some type of copy and paste thing that would help me take up less of my time to follow up. However, next year, if you want to be a tax client, then you are going to have to. I'm just, it's going to be part of the package. There's going to be an increase. But if you want to be a tax client, you will have to have a consultation with me, and we will go through everything. During the consultation, I will work the checklist and make sure that you are providing me everything before I start your taxes. So that's the way it's going to work next year. And that's the way it's going to work for any taxes that get done after this batch. Speaking of which, I turned it off. I'm not accepting anymore. I'm done. So what I have is what I have. I didn't quite reach the goal of the number of taxes I wanted to complete. And if I have somehow I have a miraculous weekend, and I get through the majority of them, then maybe I will turn it back on. But yeah, it's I am way far behind and I've got a lot of work to do. But today is March 15th. Is that the Ides of March? Is that today? It is also the day that corporate and S corp and partnership taxes are due. Yes, Ides of March. Okay. See, I did learn something in school. Um, so yes, S corp, C corp, LLPs all are due today. So if they are not done, an extension must be filed. So I have 3 of those and an extension that I have to get done today, plus some other stuff. So at least I won't wake up my husband when I go to bed tonight or at least I'm not worried about it because he can go back to sleep. The other night I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning working on taxes, and I went to bed and Joey stayed with me. So Joey walking down the hall woke Steve up. Let's see. But most commonly things people forget in their business, there's a lot of deductions that people leave off. And all I hear is, well, I didn't know I could count that. I didn't know I could count that. So again, taxes are not done at tax time. Taxes are done during the year. If you want to get the best deduction, have a relationship with your tax preparer. Have a relationship with your accountant. Know what you are able to get and start tracking those things. Do your bookkeeping at minimum once a month. Keep up with your mileage. You have to do the work, or you have to hire somebody to do the work. So that's up to you. I have actually opened my business. I have staff now. And so I have opened my business to taking on bookkeeping and taxes and other accounting things. So, woosah. Bobby says, ha, I am doing taxes also. I see the tax lady Monday. It's so draining. I don't like numbers. God bless you for having the gift to do this for a living and all your help. I mean, for me, it's enjoyable. I enjoy doing it. What I don't enjoy doing is the stressful part of it, because it's a lot of work in a short period of time. So tax preparers, a lot of places, tax preparers, they only work seasonal. So they get started, they have to do some continuing ed. Most of the places, they only do continuing ed like December, January. And then they start taking appointments in January and getting everything filled out. And then they don't get to submit them until the IRS opens the tax season. And then once the IRS opens the tax season, they go back and submit all of those taxes and then keep going. So those people, they work a lot of hours from January to April 15th. And then most of them don't even work the rest of the year. I mean, I could do that, but I don't want to do that. That's not my thing. So I would much rather have the consultations and make sure that you guys are right all year long, and then work on your knowledge with you. Robin says, having you break this stuff down is a true blessing. I'm glad I can help. Evie says she doesn't know what taxes are. That's okay, Evie. There's a lot of people that don't know what taxes are. But let's see, taxes. Taxes are a way for the government to support itself and spread money in other places, so stimulate the economy, and that is way over your head. I don't know how to break it down to make you understand, but either for everybody to be able to do all the things that they want to do, and go to the stores, we have to be able to have money to go to the stores so that the stores make money, and taxes in effect helps people go to the stores so the stores make money. Robin says, do you pay the cheese tax to your doggies? The cheese tax? I'm not sure what the cheese tax is. I don't tend to share my cheese with the dogs. They do get, like, I actually buy meat for them, meat and veggies. So they eat a pretty good diet. They don't get snack. Oh, okay, let's see. Let's see what happens when. Oops. Let's see what happens when I say this. Starberry. Do you want a starberry? Okay. So they do love strawberries. We get bags of frozen strawberries, and that's what they get for treats, is things like that. But my husband calls them starberries. If I make pancakes, they get that. The last dog that we had, Snickers, that was my Sunday treat for her. So when I made pancakes for my husband, Snickers got a pancake. So they became called Snicker cakes. So now it's Snicker cakes. Oh, mine love broccoli too. Oh my goodness. And Jamesy loves like spinach, fresh and frozen spinach. For him, it's kind of like getting to eat grass, and I don't like him to eat the grass, so he gets spinach and absolutely loves spinach. And broccoli, yeah. When Snickers was around, then we got um, Chinese, and they always had that piece or two of broccoli in there. And I like broccoli, but for whatever reason, I didn't want it there. So Snick always got the broccoli from the Chinese food. Vic says Evie knows what candy tax is. Okay. Somebody needs to educate me on what cheese tax and candy tax is, because I don't know. But yeah, they I don't buy dog treats. Pop Tab says my kids pay a candy tax too. What's the candy tax? Oh, parents take a share of Halloween candy. Uh-huh. Okay. I didn't do that. Apparently, I'm missing out. Oh, Pop Tab says I get a bite every time I open their packages or pieces of candy treats from the store. Oh, okay. Pop Tab. I like that one. You get a bite every time you open one of their packages. Yep, that one's good. Alrighty. See, so taxes make the world go round. Y'all complain about taxes, but you're benefiting from charging tax yourself. Oh my goodness. Bobby says, my dog ended up at the vet yesterday. He gets so nervous going to the groomer. He gets a fever, UTI. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. These guys have never been to, okay, I take that back. Jamesy has been to get his nails done. Once. I actually need to make an appointment so that they can all go back, and I'm just going to have them do the whole thing probably. But yeah, they need to go get their nails done. They need to, I could do it myself, but my hands just don't work that way anymore. It's too hard. The clippers are too hard on my hands. I say way too much. Okay, well, so Bobby says, Sammy is a Yorkie poo, looks like a toy poodle. He's 10 pounds. Oh, he's a little bit. He'd be a snack. Oh, there goes Joey. Can you guys hear him? He just decided to look out the window and bark at a squirrel. I found the most adorable collar and leash set yesterday. Oh my goodness. So my husband calls me Squirrel. He's called me Squirrel since high school. He doesn't do it all the time, but he definitely does it. So there's squirrel stuff all over the house. There's a company called Two Hounds, and that's where we bought our harnesses and some leashes from for the dogs. They're the most comfortable. They don't rub or anything like that. And they sent an email out with a coupon on it, and I clicked on there for whatever reason. Thank you, Evie, for watching. I clicked on it, and in the banner there was a collar, and it's purple and blue, and you guys know I love purple. But it's purple and it's blue, and it's got squirrels and acorns, like the silhouette of them all around the collar, and there's a matching leash. And most of Two Hounds stuff is like $8 to $10 for the collars. This collar's $34, and then the leash is like $30, and I've got to have it. Like, that's gonna be James's new collar because I gotta have it. Although Jamesy has been spending more time with my husband, and Joey's been spending more time with me, so we'll see who gets the collar. Maybe I'll have to get both of them, or all three of them one. Anyway, have a great day, everybody. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. I appreciate you, and I will see you Monday. Have a wonderful weekend.